stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Second and 12. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Mooney. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Bennett, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On first down, Bennett. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And complete on the right side to Bennett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To throw on third down, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for L.A.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Bennett, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Jones now on 3rd down. Here's a diving catch right side. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Now Wilson on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And with a touchdown, it's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On first down, Bennett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bennett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. I
think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jones off the play fake. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check, 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 check.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bennett. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Evans.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Check 26, check 26.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58 and had lots of leg behind it. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 34's a mark, 34's a mark. He's coming. Touch 50, touch 50. Who's the team? Check, clutch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.